Hey, have you heard of TrueNorth.bet?
I have now.
It's built up from the ground to be the credible, dependable, safe gaming experience for Canadians like you. Because that's what you were looking for, right?
Yeah, it is. How'd you know that?
Well, it's just one of those things.
Adam wasn't talking to you. He was talking to you.
That's right. You, who are here with us in the room. TrueNorth.bet focuses exclusively on Canada and Canadian players. TrueNorth.bet takes pride in having the best customer service on the market, and that actually is really important when it comes to gaming. They're professional, they're efficient, and they are built for you. And you. And you. You, the everybody. And TrueNorth.bet has an incredible offer for you. They will match your first deposit up to $500 in bonus funds. $500, Steve Dangle.
$500.
And all you have to do is go visit TrueNorth.bet/SDPN. It's an easy one. TrueNorth.bet/SDPN to register and get this incredible offer. Again, that's $500 in bonus funds with your first deposit. TrueNorth.bet/SDPN. SDPN. Ryan Getzlaf to retire at the end of the season.
Boo.
I know. Now everybody's talking, and I thought Jeff Merrick did a great job bringing this up. Who's going to be the last person left from the 2003 draft, which it goes down in history as one of the strongest ever, the best hairstyles ever. Specifically, I'm talking to you, Dion Phaneuf, with those frosted tips, baby.
Man, Getzlaf had them too, and then they vacated his head.
Now, Getzlaf has obviously not been as good and dominant as he was, but it's still...
He was unreal at the start of the season.
At 36 years old,
yeah,
he's got 31 points in 49 games. That's not bad.
Hall of Fame?
Ooh.
You got the numbers?
Let me look.
How do you have 1,000 points and not make the Hall of Fame? Because he does.
A lot of guys have 1,000 points now.
That's true.
It's like a few hundred, like 300 or something like that.
Won a cup, captain.
His name rings Hall of Fame. Like he passes that test. That's an initial test. It's like when you hear the name Ryan Getzlaf, do you hear Hall of Fame? I do. But do the numbers back that up?
The best power forward of his generation.
Yeah, real lack of individual hardware.
Yeah, because Corey Perry got all that.
That is true.
Does he have any?
No.
No, he's got a cup. That's it.
He's got a cup and 2 World Juniors. One-time
NHL All-Star.
One-time NHL All-Star. 120 playoff points in 125 playoff games.
Wow.
Real.
One 30-goal season.
Dude, the Ducks, they had so many deep runs with Ryan Getzlaf.
They did.
16 games, 21 games, that's where they won. 13 games, 12 games, 16 games, 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
The Ducks went 2-3 rounds deep.
I just went to look, too, at Corey Perry because I wanted to line up his and Getzlaf seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It just pisses you off. Corey Perry's got 33 points in 69 games this year.
Actually?
Yeah, it's the most points he's had in a season since 17-18.
Jesse, what team is he on?
Corey Perry?
Yeah.
One of the Florida teams.
Which one?
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
That is correct.
Yeah, Moholic.
And he's going to be a jerk to play for anybody who's going to play him in the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Which looks like it'll be the Leafs. Yay.
You know what? Oh, boy. Just over 1,000 points and under 300 goals. No individual hardware, but he does have a cup.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think he gets in.
If I'm sitting on the Hall of Fame panel, which I will be next year.
You, Jesse, are you going to be on it?
No.
Okay. All right.
He's not getting my vote.
You'd be the only one under 50 on it, by the way.
Under 70.
Yeah. That's,
I don't know.
Man, I mean, listen, I just, you get 1,000 points and you don't get into the Hall? That's rough.
Okay.
I think Steve's right about the lot of guys.
Yeah, Paul Correa's in, though.
Paul Correa deserved
to talk about Ducks. And but 989 games, 989 points.
Trophies.
He's got, a Hobie Baker and 2 Lady Bings.
Okay, don't think
but dude, he was great.
Baker.
No, but it's not an NHL award is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's big to wear the Hobie Baker.
Yeah.
What, Jesse, you want to go through the list of Hobie Baker?
93 players all time have hit 1,000 points. And you don't think Ryan Getzlaf gets it?
Now I'm back on Adam's
It's
team
93?
93 all time.
I don't know where I got 1,000 from. I think I might be doing games played.
Yeah, I think, and I get you on the games played. I'd be like, yeah, I mean,
okay, maybe I'm swinging back over.
He's in there, but it's not a slam dunk. Or he might be in there. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
Second
and by the way, Paul,
in Hart Trophy voting in 13-14.
Paul Kariya deserved it. Gary Suter erased the second half of Paul Kariya's career after that stupid cross-check to the face. Gary Suter? Do you not remember Gary Suter?
He cross-checked Paul Kariya in the fifth?
You don't know that story? That's where Paul got his first concussion.
Oh, all I remember is the
Hold on.
Scott Stevens one where he
Gary
starched him.
Suter.
And then he won the game in overtime, and it's a great
have you
story.
seen this? Let me show you this hit.
Probably shouldn't have played.
Let me show you this.
Let me see.
He scores.
Oh, those
Boom.
Ducks jersey.
Boom.
That is so... Man.
Oof.
To this day, that shit is still allowed.
Well, and that's why Paul Kariya was so mad at the NHL. He was pissed about that because he's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude.
And he was a smaller guy for the time, but yeah, you could do a lot of that shit back then. It's kind of crazy.
And okay, so Matthews, look at it this way. 20 years later, Matthews did that to someone, and it was only 2 games. Like, I
Still
like
progress.
Austin Matthews. He's arguably going to win the Hart Trophy this year, and getting suspended probably hurts his Hart Trophy bid. I think we should be able to agree that a cross-check to the head should probably get you more than that. Especially, that's so vicious. That's a cross-check with momentum.
It's brutal.
Dude.
Yep.
That's horrible.
Yep.
How many of the 1,000-point guys aren't in the Hockey Hall of Fame?
Great question.
I'd love to know that.
Is the percentage higher than 50?
Like,
It must be.
Well, there's a few people that aren't eligible. Patrick Marleau, Ovechkin, Sedin.
Mm-hmm.
Both Sedins are eligible this year. Crosby, Malkin, Stahl, Kane, Kopitar, Getzlaf, Backstrom, and Thornton.
Okay.
Wow.
And so how many are not in the Hall of Fame? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave Taylor, LA Kings. That's a joke, by the way, that he is the 29th person to ever get 1,000 points in league history. He got that in 1991. He's got 1,069. He is not in the Hall of Fame.
80s.
Bobby Smith of the Minnesota North Stars. What up, Minnesota North Stars fans? He is also not in 1,036 in 1,077 games, so
80s.
he should be in. Bernie Nichols.
Bernie Nichols isn't in the Hall of Fame.
Which is insane also. He did it with the Devils. He played 1,127 games. He had 1,200 points. Brian Propp from the Hartford Whalers, 1,000 points in just about 1,000 games. Steve Larmer, that's a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame for sure. 1,006 games, he had 1,012 points. Dale Hunter of the Washington Capitals, 1,020 points in 1,400 games. See, again, you start to see it get a little bit more off, but if you had more than a point a game and you got over 1,000, I feel like you should be in.
There's a lot of 80s there.
A lot of 80s. Okay, and then you got Bellows, Bellows and Turgeon.
Turgeon?
Yeah, Pierre Turgeon.
Pierre Turgeon's not in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not. No, he's not. I know that Pierre Turgeon, by the way, Pierre Turgeon, who had 1,300 points in 1,294 games.
So you see,
like Verbeek, Dom Foose, Theron Fleury, Jeremy Roenick, Alexander McGillney. Now, some of these guys are younger guys now, like you're getting into the 90s guys. Brindamore, Kachuk, Waite, Alfredson, Kovalev.
Some of those
Whitney
are coming up.
Yeah, but I don't know that they are, and none of those guys are bad players.
Right.
What about Patrick Eliash, who did it in the dead puck era?
Oh, man.
Come on.
I don't
Come
think
on,
he should be in.
No.
Yes, he should.
I think he should be in.
He should have been in before.
Maybe above
Like
any of those guys.
Roenick is 5. I know Roenick's 500 goals, 1,200 points, and he's not in.
He should be in.
Oh.
Like that.
He should be in.
That's kind of crazy.
His dumbassery aside.
Yeah.
He should be in.
Well, there's 2 guys who are paying the "we don't like you very much" tax.
Yes,
and
Roenick,
that's the Roenick and Fleury.
Turgeon too. People didn't like Turgeon apparently.
Yeah.
He had a bit of a.
What was that?
I don't know what it was.
Something with
but
the
he
World
had
Junior team.
There was some sort of reputation.
You know what it was? And someone told us this story. Was it Alan Walsh? I can't remember. Someone told us this story.
It was not Alan. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't think I've never
guess.
spoken to.
It was a guess. That's why I'm pointing at the TV for some
Okay.
reason. Someone told us.
Here's Alan.
This
Talk shit about former players.
This is off the rails.
Sorry, no, he didn't. Remember, Canada had the line brawl against Russia or the USSR.
Yeah.
That got them all kicked out of the World Juniors years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turgeon was like one of the only Canadian players to not fight.
And that was a bad thing?
Yeah, they held it against him.
Oh my God. Like, okay.
People had a hard on against Pat Burns for a long time. as well, and that's why he didn't get in until
what?
Yep.
Till after he died. I think.
Yep.
That's a shame.
Which
that he
was a
wasn't
disgrace.
alive. That's a disgrace, and that's
you
the
knew
thing.
he was getting in, and you could have given him that moment, and you didn't. Fuck you forever.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Like, as you said, Steve, I'm sure you've heard us say this before. It's not the Hall of Good People.
No,
it's So you said I feel like that we don't like you tax is for sure Roenick, for sure Kovalev. Kovalev was insane.
Oh man.
And he was loved in some markets, but other places there were rumors, rightly or wrongly, about him.
Yeah.
About teammate thing and whatever.
Kovalev,
how do you not put Kovalev in?
So when you read that list of players who aren't in, to me, it hurts.
Yeah.
Getzlaf's case.
I got another one for you because I pulled up the list of players with 500 goals who aren't in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
It starts with 503, Peter Bondra.
Oh, man.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
So good.
Then we go to Jeremy Roddick and Pierre Turgeon, a lot of guys from the other list. Then Pat Verbeek, Keith Tkachuk. And there you go.
Chuck's a bit surprised.
That's the end of the list. And then the active guys like Yager and Ovechkin.
Man, if Keith
was a shithead.
If Keith Tkachuk's one of those players from the 90s where you go, I wish we could transport you to now. Because he would be...
He sort of did that himself.
He did, yeah. He created two of himself.
Through his genitals.
But even he's like...
Jesse,
I think that was implied, but let's talk about it.
We have to say it for the people who don't get it.
He also,
Thanks
I think,
for that.
was he not stockier than Brady and Matthew? Like I always saw him.
Oh yeah, he failed his physical one year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I just wish that you could see him play now because that guy was a bulldog. I would love to see him and Tom Wilson go toe to toe in a power forward off.
I don't think Tom Wilson wants that.
You don't think so?
Well, see, Tkachuk grew up in a crazier league, but Tom Wilson grew up in a league where guys work out.
Right.
So, yeah, that always makes me laugh when people talk about like the good old days and they would beat up today's players. I can almost guarantee you they wouldn't.
Yeah, if we're comparing it to the era where guys had like smoke breaks in between periods.
Yeah.
Apparently Danny Markov from the Leafs used to do that.
Some 5'8", 174-pound guy going, put him up. Like, dude, they could take a punch for sure. Like, listen, I don't want to fight them.
Right.
But you put them up against someone who's my size but in shape.
But like we
probably kick their ass.
We discovered keto and deadlifts. You know,
yeah, man.
we got good stuff.
Size doesn't mean everything. We've all seen Rick Rippon, beat up Hal Gill, but usually helps. I mean, Chara's not known as a wimp.
No, he's not. I think, I think Getzlaf deserves a shot at it. I know he'll get a shot, but I think he deserves to get in.
Boy, that's a long list of really good names that aren't in.